As you can see, I went ahead and cubed up the potatoes because tonight on Quick Bites with Tammy, we're going to be making garlicky, buttery steak bites and garlic and herb roasted Parmesan potatoes. First thing we want to do, as you know, I always say, in order to make a meal in 30 minutes or less, you have to prep. Prepping is the main important thing. Once you prep, everything is going to run smoothly and you're going to be done really quickly. All right, all of our potatoes are cubed. However, they're not all the same size, but they are similar in size. The smaller you cube the potatoes, is the quicker they're going to be finished once you place them in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and grab my baking sheet. We're going to place our potatoes onto the baking sheet, of course. And I know a lot of you that you're probably wondering, like, Tammy, where have you been for 2 months? Didn't I ask you to keep those recipes coming? Well, I've been working on other things, of course. Not to mention my birthday was in January. And I took some time off. Not because I wanted to take time off, but I ended up taking time off to, like I said, work on some other projects. Your girl she be busy, all right? And with that being said, I am back and ready to cook. So let's go. First thing we want to do to these potatoes is we're going to sprinkle it with some olive oil. We're also going to be adding some butter, but we don't want the potatoes to burn. So it's really important that we add some oil to the potatoes as well. Make sure you use an oil that could withstand a high heat temperature, like saffron oil. If you don't have a peanut allergy, I mean, I wouldn't really add peanut oil to potatoes, but I definitely add some virgin olive oil or some avocado oil. All right, gonna add some more butter because we want these potatoes to be nice and buttery. And we want them to have a nice golden brown color. All right, I'm gonna toss it after because I don't wanna mess my hands up just yet. All right, we're gonna hit it with, let's see, we have some salt and ground black pepper right here. Hit it with a small amount of that. I'm also gonna add some of my all-purpose chicken seasoning. Add a good amount because it's low sodium and it's so flavorful. All right, perfect. And our new addition, which is our garlic and herb seasoning, which will complement our garlic and herb buttery Parmesan roasted potatoes perfectly. This is not only a low sodium product, it's a very low sodium product. Only 20 milligrams of sodium per serving. So this is great. Gonna add as much. And once we're done, we're gonna get there, mix it up really, really good. Make sure the seasoning is combined with the potatoes. Remember, this is a root vegetable, so we want our potatoes to have tons of flavor. Your oven should be preheating 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Because once we're done, we're gonna place the potatoes into the oven and we're gonna allow them to roast for about 30 minutes. If they can roast even quicker, so much the better. These potatoes are gonna have a lot of flavor. I can just tell already. Gonna go ahead and sprinkle on or drizzle on the remaining amount of butter. And into the oven we go. All right, moving right along. Make sure when you get your steaks, you rinse them off really, really good. Pat them dry, of course. And it's time to cube our steaks. Now here's the, am I gonna leave this little fatty part on? Nah, I think I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it off. Make sure you use a really sharp knife. Now, because this is 30-minute or less meals, right? You wanna grab yourself a thin piece of steak. For this recipe, you could use sirloin or a ribeye. This is a thinly sliced ribeye. So this is gonna definitely speed up the cooking process. If you have, let's say, a regular ribeye, meaning like really thick in depth, or maybe that's all the local butcher, or maybe let's say your local grocery store may have on hand, no worries. Take it home, get that mallet, and pound that meat on out until it's nice and flat, at least 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick. Season it on up, place it into your into your cast iron skillet and get the party started. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you could definitely use a regular skillet or frying pan. We're almost done. Gonna remove the fat part. Okay, that's it. Gonna hit it with a small drizzle of oil, nothing serious. A little bit of ground black pepper and salt. Just give this steak some seasoning. Some more of my all-purpose seasoning. I know it says chicken, but that's totally okay. This is an interchangeable seasoning that could be used for any protein, meat, seafood, doesn't matter, even veggies. Some more of our garlicky and herb seasoning. Give our steak some delicious flavor. Once again, low sodium product, so I can get to indulge just a little bit more with the flavor of the seasoning. Mix it on up. All right, we're gonna bring in our cast iron skillet, and we're gonna make sure it's nice and hot because we're gonna sear our beef. Our pan is really hot, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Add some oil because we're gonna be searing our steak bites. I think I said that earlier. And we're also gonna add some butter. We're gonna sear our steak bites for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Once it's nice and brown, we're gonna flip it on over. Cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes as well. Now, once again, it all depends on the size of your steak. This steak honestly is about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. So 2 to 3 minutes would definitely do the job perfectly fine. However, I want you to cook your steak however you prefer. If you want to cook your steak all the way through, medium rare, then you can definitely do so. When it comes to making ribeyes, especially when you're cubing it, as you can see, this is not like a large size portion meal. The most, like, depending on, it also depends on how much you eat, right? You could get, like, let's say maybe 3 people if you don't have a large appetite, or you're gonna depend more on the roasted potatoes. You know, maybe about 2 to 3 people. One person could honestly eat this meal if they really wanted to. So when it comes to ribeyes, they're sort of expensive, but just know you're not going to get as many serving sizes out of it. Versus if you get, like, let's say maybe a beef chuck, which is going to require more cooking time anyway. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and toss it around. I think it's fair enough to say our meat is perfectly cooked all the way through. It's time to step our game up. All right, we're going to add our finely chopped garlic. Get that nice incorporated garlicky flavor going. We're also going to add some shallots, of course. I mean, after all, why not? Let's allow for the garlic to release its flavors. Cook that garlic until it's nice and toasted. Incorporate the meat. Let's pick up some of those flavors. I'm gonna add some thyme. I don't have any fresh thyme, so I'm gonna add a small amount of dried thyme. Gonna add a pinch of rosemary as well. Okay, get our flavors going. And I'm gonna also add some Worcestershire sauce as well. The Worcestershire sauce is gonna provide a nice flavor profile. It's gonna give it some depth and contrast. We're going to allow this to go for about 30 seconds more. And once we're done, we're going to take our stovetop off. Then it's time for us to check on our potatoes. Let's add some parsley. Stir it on up. I want the parsley to be visible throughout the steak bites. And once we're finished, we're going to go in with some more parsley just to top it off and give it that nice beautification of color. As you can see, our roasted potatoes are out of the oven, but we're not done yet. We're not finished yet. All right, to bring our garlic roasted potatoes home, let's have some fun. We're gonna add some chopped parsley. This is the curly Italian parsley, just in case you're wondering. All right. As far as seasoning goes, if you want to add a little bit of salt and ground black pepper, you can if you feel like you don't have enough seasoning. But we're also gonna add some Parmesan cheese for a delicious nutty flavor. Absolutely mesmerizing. Also gonna add a little pinch of fresh rosemary for that little bite of extra flavor before we spoon on our delicious steak bites. If this doesn't make a beautiful St. Patty's Day dish, I don't know what does. All right, serve this on up for St. Patty's Day or just because, and you're gonna be totally satisfied. All right, family, let's dig in. Get some of that Parmesan cheese. We got our steak. My goodness. Even though we went ahead and cooked the beef all the way through, the meat is nice and tender. It's melting your mouth tender, my loves. It's melting your mouth tender. Not to mention the potatoes, so soft, so buttery, so garlicky, melting your mouth, delicious. And we added that Parmesan cheese for that extra oomph of nuttiness. Make this for St. Patty's Day. If you don't, definitely make this just because not only is it a quick and easy 30-minute dish, but it's absolutely flavorful and delicious. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to Quick Bites with Tammy, and I would definitely catch you with another recipe.